Okay, John White here with Luke 10, and I am with a new friend who is in Thailand, and her name is Jen, and she's going to share with us a little bit about some of her experiences with Church 101 and Luke 10. But Jen, I'd like you, first of all, just to introduce yourself, kind of who are you and where are you and what are you doing there?
Okay, well, I'm Jen. I'm from Australia, but I'm living in Thailand at the moment. My husband and I have been here for the last 4 years. Our oldest son also is here, and he's been here for about 11 or 12 years now. And he's married to a Thai lady and has 2 Thai children. And we're doing community work in our little town and just trying to reach out to the people in town and share Jesus with them.
And you already had started a house church. Sort of explain how that came about and what you had been doing before you discovered Church 101.
Okay. Well, we came to town and we hooked up with a local church in town, and we were working with them and helping them out for a while. They had a pastor there who was a great guy and worked really well together, and he was an evangelist. That's his heart. He just loved people and loved to share the gospel. And things were going along really well, but he was a Hill Tribe man and was called back to his tribal people. So the church just sort of muddled along from there. They didn't have a leader and didn't really have much happening. And we would try and talk to the people at church and say, well, come on, let's go, do something in town. Let's get out and, reach these people. And nothing was really happening. And we were at a prayer meeting probably 6 or 7 months ago, and I was just saying to them, okay guys, how do we reach these people? They're your people, they're Thai people, tell us, how do we do it? What are the keys? And they just looked at us and they said, well, reaching people is your heart, but it's not our heart. So that just absolutely floored us, and we just didn't really know where to go or what to do from there. And we just realized that we really couldn't keep working with them because we weren't even heading in the same direction. And that was when we decided to go to the Bible and see what the Bible actually said church was in the beginning in Acts. We came to the conclusion that it was, they met in homes and they were, small family-like groups and, all that sort of thing. So we decided to start our own little house church in our son's gym in town. So we started doing that every Saturday night with a group of 6 or 7 of us.
And you were kind of asking the Lord, how do we do this? How does this work, right?
Yeah, we were praying and saying, God, well, what are the keys to this? What's the key to this community? How do we reach them? What do we do? What are you doing? How would you do it? Can you show us where to go from here? So we did our little house church for a while, and then probably 3 or 4 weeks ago, I came across some Luke 10 information. I got really excited about that and started looking into it and reading up on it. And then I contacted John, and my husband and I have done Church 101, and we've introduced that to our small group, and it's really been just a life-changing thing for us. And we believe that it's the key to sharing the gospel in Thailand. It's very exciting.
So you and your husband are doing a CO2 using the 2 rhythms of attention that you learned through Church 101, and then you're also beginning to do that when your house church meets.
Yes, yeah. We've only just started it with the house church, but Wayne and I have been doing it every day for probably about 3 weeks now.
And that's what you discovered as you've been doing that. First of all, between the 2 of you, talk about your own marriage and how that's been beneficial to you.
Oh, it's been great, really, especially for Wayne, because he just struggles sometimes with, sort of reading and things like that. But it's just been absolutely amazing for him and for me. It's been great for both of us, and we're quite busy and we run off in different directions doing different things, and of a morning we'll say, okay, all right, see you this afternoon, whatever, whenever. But we actually are taking time now to sit down every morning and actually talk to each other and talk to God and share with each other, what God's been saying to us. And we actually have good like meaningful conversations. Not that we didn't before, but it's just at a different level, at a different depth now. And it's really like just had an impact on the way we work together and understand each other, I think, too. Yeah, it's been really good.
Oh, that's wonderful. And we find it is often helpful, especially for men, because, men need a little help, maybe more than women in a lot of cases, getting in touch with their own heart and being able to have language to talk about. And so the simple acronym of SACHET seems to give men a sort of a track to run on.
Yeah, it's a good starting point. And then, like you have the sachet emotions, but then others, sort of come off that as well at times, which is really, it's good. Very good. Yeah, we've been really excited.
You've begun to share that with your house church. And what have you seen the Lord do there as you're implementing those rhythms of attention?
Well, it's been great for everyone in our church, because they are all sharing their hearts and what's actually on their hearts. And like even the guys, they're these big, strong, tough guys, but like they'll tell us how they're feeling, and they said we feel safe, like we feel comfortable, we feel like we're not going to be judged, and we can say what we want to say and say what we need to say, in a safe environment. And like it just makes them feel better, like they've got things on their heart that they can share that possibly they haven't been sharing and weren't sharing. And like they're loving it. And even the little kids, we've got a little 8-year-old boy in our group, our grandson. He gets up and he proudly tells everyone how he's feeling and what he thinks God's been saying to him. So it's been an exciting experience.
So how different that is, isn't it, from the typical Sunday school kind of program that often is provided for children? And so here's some of your kids, even 8 years old, that are fully a part of church. They're sharing their heart. They're hearing from the Lord. They get to be full participants in church. What a concept.
That's great, yeah, because like in church they'd be just lying on the floor or walking out the door doing whatever, but they want to be there with us. They want to sit there and they want to listen. They want to have their say. They want to have their input. So it's just an amazing way for them to get to know who Jesus is. Yeah,
wonderful.
Such a young, it's good. Yeah.
Say a word about sort of what's on your heart for seeing the kingdom spread throughout the little town that you're in. What would you love to see the Lord do there?
Well, our heart is to share the gospel with the people in our town, and we just really have been at a bit of a loss to know how and know what to do. And then I was reading all the Luke 10 stuff and the CO2 stuff, and I just really believed in my heart that this was the key to reaching this town. This was the key to sharing the gospel, not just in our town, but throughout Thailand. I know I think big sometimes, but I just honestly believe that this is what we've been praying for. We've been asking God, for the keys and what we need to do, in line with Him. And I think that this is it. And we have some Thai friends that we'd like to share it with. And I honestly believe that they're the people that are going to get it out there to many, many, many more Thai people in this town. And I can just see little, CO2s all over town. Everywhere I look, I can see, oh yeah, I can see one there, see one there, see one there. It's really exciting for me.
I love your enthusiasm.
Yeah.
You wrote me an email a couple of weeks ago saying, we'd like to translate this into Thai. Tell me what you're thinking there.
Well, I just wanted to translate it into Thai so Thai people could understand it in their own language. I'm not very good at explaining things in Thai. My language isn't great. Like my son's language is awesome, but I still think the concept would be lost. So I got a Thai friend who is very, very good at English, and asked her if she would help me translate it. And at first she was a bit reluctant. She said, oh, I don't know. She said, I don't know if I can get it done on time for you, and I'm just not sure how good I am at it. And she said, oh, let me have a look. I'll have a look. So I handed her the sheets, and she was reading it. And like as she was reading it, she was just sitting there going, wow. And she turned the page and said, this is amazing. She said, I can't believe this. She said, I want to translate this for you. She said, I think God has got something to teach me in this. And this girl is 1000% Buddhist. So here she is, like, you know, reading about God, reading about Jesus, saying, I've got something to learn here. So we're praying for our friend Kwan that, you know, that God's touching her, and I believe that she could be another key person in spreading the gospel in this town too. Yeah.
Well, you have to tell us that story as that develops. That sounds really, really exciting.
Yeah, really. So it's very exciting.
Sounds like you have gotten on the website and you've been reading more than just what you've learned in Church 101.
Yeah, I've been reading as much as I can and listening to as much as I can because I'm just so excited by the concept. And I've done Church 101 and I've absolutely loved it. And I can see the benefits in my own life and my husband's life and our little home group's life. And it's something that I really want to share with as many people as I can. But I also believe, like, there's more. I want to know more. I need to know more. And, you know, what's the next step and where do we go from here? Where do I go from here?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, in fact, Jen and I just talked a few minutes ago about the next step after Church 101 is a course called Leader 101. And so I'm kind of sharing about that for others who are watching this video. So Jen's going to be thinking and praying about that and perhaps joining us in January in one of the leader teams. So right now we actually have between 15 and 20 people or groups going through Church 101. We've had a tremendous response from the video that I did that got posted on the Charisma website. And as I say, there are at least 15 or 20 different individuals that are going through Church 101. Jen, you're one of the ones that has actually gone all the way through and completed that. And so I want others to know that there is this resource after Church 101 if you find that you're resonating with what's going on. So we'll keep talking about that.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, very exciting.
Well, Jen, thank you so much for sharing some of your story. And we're just looking forward to feel like we've begun a relationship here, which is an important part of Luke 10. And yes. We're looking forward to seeing what God's going to do in and through you in Thailand. I think that's tremendously exciting.
Yeah, I'm very excited, and I'm excited to have been able to hook up with you guys and get to know you and, yeah, speak to you eventually. Yeah, really good.
That's great.
Exciting times.
Any last thoughts that you'd like to share or anything you'd like to say to the Luke 10 community?
Just that if there is anybody thinking about doing Church 101, don't think just do it, because it's just amazing, and I think it will just totally transform your life and transform the lives of people that you know, your families, your friends. Yeah, just do it. It's fantastic.
That's great.
Highly recommend it. Yeah.
Thank you so much. We'll look forward to talking more.